while back, I was talking about this critical voice in your head, the one that reminds you kind of over and over again what an idiot you are. And I call this voice the judge. And there's nothing special about you. Everybody has this judge. And not only does this voice tell you that you're stupid or useless or unworthy, it also judges other people around you. Like your boss is crazy, your client is insane, your neighbor is dumber than a bag of hammers. And to top it off, it judges everything around you. Like, I won't be happy until I find a girlfriend, or life would be sweet if only I had a Lambo. And if we only had that one voice in our heads, that fighting back against that judge would be relatively easy. It would just be us against the judge. But the judge doesn't fight fair. The judge has this gang of accomplice saboteurs, and one of them is the pleaser. This is Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Larry McInnes, and you are awesome. So let's do a deep dive and see if you can recognize this saboteur either in yourself or in someone you know. And I'm willing to bet that you know someone who just needs to be liked, like really needs to be liked. And sometimes these people are referred to as suck-ups. And maybe you need a lot of reassurance from others, but you can't openly ask for that. And that kind of sucks too. So this is the pleaser saboteur in your head. Now, who is the saboteur? Well, the pleaser has the strong need to be liked by everyone and tries to earn it by helping or pleasing or rescuing or flattering everybody. And oftentimes it's without invitation. The pleaser needs to know that people accept them and love them. And the pleaser can't openly express their own needs. And at the same time, the pleaser can come off as, needy. Now remember, the pleaser saboteur wants you to think it is you who needs to help people, rescue people, flatter people. The pleaser is not you, but it is pulling the levers in your brain. And how do I know that the pleaser is running your show? Because I know your greatest natural strengths. So you're tuned into other people's feelings and you know what they really need. You're loving and you're giving and you're aware of your own emotions, which is pretty nice. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is the pleaser turns your greatest strengths into your greatest weaknesses by abusing them and overusing them. And the pleaser has to be liked by everybody, and they try to earn that approval by helping and pleasing and rescuing, whether other people ask it for this kind of help or not. The pleaser needs a lot of reassurance from others, and otherwise they're not going to feel accepted or loved. And they can't openly express their own needs. So they indirectly express their needs by helping or rescuing. And this can make people feel kind of obligated and to like them or even love them. And the pleaser can come across as clingy or needy. And then the pleaser saboteur starts telling you that to be a good person, you have to put the needs of others ahead of your own. And it bothers you that when people are ungrateful or they don't notice or don't care about all you've done for them. You've given away way too much and you don't think of yourself enough. And besides, if you don't rescue people, who will? So when you do try to directly express your own needs, it comes off as kind of selfish. And maybe you're worried that you'll drive people away. And if you tell them that you have your own needs too, and then you get resentful for being taken for granted. And you can't talk about that either. So the pleaser saboteur then doubles down and convinces you that there's nothing selfish about you wanting to help others. You're not really expecting anything in return. But the world would be a better place if everyone just did the same for you. This kind of mindset can lead to some serious anxiety and can jeopardize taking care of one's own needs. And I'm talking about emotional and physical and your financial needs. This heightened level of people pleasing can lead to burnout and resentment. And when you see that others don't give back to you as much as you give to them. Now, this level of needing to please can have serious impact on others as well. Now, people you rescue can develop this dependence on you, or instead of taking care of themselves. And this can make them feel obligated or guilty or manipulated. So, working so hard to help other people to the point where you're being intrusive can actually drive people away. And also, coming off as needy is another great way to drive people away. So, where is all this craziness coming from? Helping others is the pleaser strategy to earn attention and acceptance. And it's an indirect way to have your own emotional needs met. And maybe the strategy is fed by some assumptions that you picked up when you were a kid. Assumptions like you have to put other people's needs ahead of your own. And if you have to ask for help, you might drive other people away. And you have to give a lot of love and a lot of affection in order to get any back. So you have to earn that love. And since you're simply not worthy of it just by being yourself, maybe. But remember also, the pleaser was already genetically and evolutionarily pre-wired in your brain. Maybe something happened in your childhood that triggered the pleaser, but the pleaser was going to rise up anyway. Now, remember what I was saying, that you have natural strengths. You're empathetic, you're loving, you're giving, and you're aware of your emotions. The pleaser saboteur has turned these strengths into weaknesses. And it's possible to get those strengths back. So let's talk about how to get those strengths back after this. Hi guys, I'm Larry, and you are awesome. I want to share with you that I wrote an ebook and it is now officially available. It's called Become Awesome with Science. It ties everything together that I've been talking about in one tidy package. And it explains how we forgot that we're awesome, the ways we sabotage our best efforts to live the lives we want, and how to rediscover our true awesome selves. And this is a way to boost one's peak performance, strengthens one's relationships, and improve one's mental well-being. If you'd like to purchase a copy, just tap a link in my bio or go to LarryMcInnes.com and head over to the shop tab. And with that, have an awesome day. Okay, so how do we take those strengths back from the pleaser? By moving from saboteur mode to sage mode. The sage uses empathy and curiosity and creativity and direction and action. And empathizing and giving to others is a wonderful sage choice that can be your greatest strength personally and professionally. Now, when you choose to help and give to others through the sage, you help and give to others unconditionally. And the joy is in the giving. No return is necessary. On the flip side, if you choose to help and give to others through the pleaser saboteur, your help and generosity comes from your own personal ulterior motive to be liked or loved in return. So helping and giving to others through the pleaser saboteur is ultimately about you, not the other person. Now, here's how you can move the helping and pleasing from saboteur mode to sage mode. And it's not easy. Practice asking for what you need directly and practice receiving that help. So If receiving from other people feels selfish, well, consider that the scenario of an oxygen mask on your face on a plane. You have to meet your needs before you can truly help others. And allowing others to give you, starting that sentence over, allowing others to give to you will make them feel good, and that itself can be a form of giving. The pleaser strategy of filling the void of being unloved will never succeed. The only solution is unconditional self-love. Practice boosting the sage's power of empathy is also known as unconditional self-love. Practice boosting the sage's power of action, also known as fierce self-care and setting some boundaries. Now, when that urge to give or to help, when the urge to help or give rises up and it's not being asked for, learn to say no to the pleaser, saboteur. No is not no. No is yes to something else. And with that, I will see you next week at this time on Mental Fitness Fridays.